playing you're playing a top 10 team in the country who've lost twice this week. And we beat them in their building pretty soundly. So I mean, I knew how good Yale is. I have a lot of respect for them and their program, and I fully anticipated it to be an absolute grudge match tonight. And I thought they had the better of the play in the first two periods. Thought we were a little lethargic, but credit them for that because I thought they forced us in a lot of turnovers and hemmed us in our defensive zone.
Well, their forecheck really throttled you in the second period.
Big time.
And then you came out in the third, and didn't take long. You took control of the game.
I don't know if we took control, but you know what? I think that this game was a game that we wouldn't have won a month ago or probably 2 months ago. It was probably a win of belief. More than anything else, we were average at best in the first two periods, and Jason played real well. And then in the third, I think our guys came out with a lot of belief in themselves and what we're about, and just knew that we just had to dig down and find a way to execute and do the little things that we value as a program. And if we could do that for 20 minutes, we could find our way to a victory.
Comment on how long Milos battled for the puck and then won it and set up the third goal.
Yeah, that was that's a special puck battle, and we were not good in puck battles tonight. It's something we talk about all the time. We track them, we chart them, we take a lot of pride in them, and we one-on-one 50-50 puck battles tonight. The first two periods we were getting outplayed badly, and that's a credit to Yale. And Milos probably didn't have his best game tonight, but in that moment when we needed him there, his will to battle for that was really high, and he was thrashing and laying his shoulder into guys, and just a really strong play. And it was a play that was needed. It gave us a little cushion there.
You had said
pass from Jacob.
It was a pretty special play.
Was that a turning point in the game? That pass?
Well, yeah. I thought we had a good start to the third, and the guy that I think gave us that start was Greg Bergdorfer. I thought that Greg Bergdorfer gave us tremendous energy in the second shift of the third period, and he won a bunch of puck battles and took a puck to the front of the net, and all of a sudden the crowd got going, the bench got going, and I thought Bergs had a big part in that third period. But then, that's what you need your best players to do, and I thought Jacob made a really high-end play, and Bales, we've said it all year, Bales has that freedom to jump in the plays and to take some calculated risks and to rove a little bit, and that was a pretty smart time to do so, and it was a great finish.
Seth, you said a month or 2 months ago you guys wouldn't have won this game when you look back at where you were a month ago. I know you don't talk about the standings, but where you were in the standings, yeah, it was close. Did you think you guys would be able to now be in second?
I never once thought about it. I really didn't. I mean, I've said it, and I know you guys probably think it's media speak, but it's not. We have not talked to the guys once about the standings, other than to say that we're not going to worry about them. We're going to really try to value the things that we do on a daily basis, and then just see where it falls. And so I hadn't once thought, hey, can we get to this spot in the standings? I was more worried about us trying to become a good hockey team, so we could be hard to play against in the playoffs, and that's still our goal. We still need to keep getting better. We weren't as good as I want us to be this weekend, and we weren't as good as I want us to be in practice this week. And we have to come back on Monday and really get after it, so we can keep getting better here in the next couple weeks.
What does that say about this team, though, to win their 8th straight ECAC game, and for you to say we didn't play our best game this weekend, but still to grab 2 pretty sort of convincing wins?
Well, I don't think tonight was convincing, but I think it shows that the guys believe in themselves, and they believe in who we are, and they believe in what we're trying to be about. Maybe we didn't have the urgency that we require or try to demand in all facets of the game, but our belief in who we are is pretty high, and I think that we saw that in big moments tonight.
Well, it's been a process the last 3 months, coming from where we were down, and having some struggles, and, we've just believed in every day of practice, working hard, and, we've seen the fruits of it lately.
Coach talked about your play, especially in the third period. Did you guys feel like you didn't do maybe what you wanted to do, even though it was tied going into third. You didn't do what you guys wanted to.
I mean, yeah, we weren't playing our best hockey until the third period, and we came out with energy. You know, that's what you got to do in games like this. It's going to be a struggle down the stretch here in the season, and you know, we just kind of hit the gas there in the third and put a couple goals in.
How different is this team right now than it was a month or 2 months ago? Because Seth had said maybe a month ago you guys wouldn't have won this game.
Well, I mean, again, like I said, it comes from practice every day, working hard. We got a lot of belief in ourselves right now, and we're just rolling.
To make the jump from you guys were the last team in the ECAC to grab a point, and I think it was a point. I think it was a tie.
Yeah.
And then to go from there to where you are now. I know you guys don't look at standings, but to be able to do what you've done so far in the ECAC conference play, especially over the last 4 or 5 weeks, what's that been like for you guys?
I mean, it's been a fun ride, just working hard every day, and you know, we're seeing the results.
Point weekend. What's clicking for this team? What are you guys doing that you have so much more confidence?
I think that we're just really working hard in practice and trying to focus on doing the little things right, and day after day just executing that and just coming to practice every day ready to work.
Coach had said, you know, maybe 2 months ago this team would not have won this game because he said we played okay. We didn't play great, and then we came out and did better in the third period. But how much has this team grown over the last 4 or 5 weeks?
Tons. I mean, like I said, in practice we're just executing and working our hardest, and I think we've been getting better and better each day. So I think we just got to keep going with that.
How much confidence do you guys have as a group right now?
Quite a bit. I mean, we've won the past however many it is, and we've had a lot of good weekends and some good practices. So we're gaining confidence through that, and hopefully we can keep going with that.
Tied at 1 through 2, and then in the third period, you guys had a few more goals, which was nice for you. But you had to have some big saves in there. What was your mentality going into the third period, not at 1?
I knew that I couldn't really let anything in because it was 1-1, and I didn't know if we'd score or what. It was a low-scoring game. Their goalie was playing real well, so I knew every shot was important. So I had to really focus on tracking pucks and finding it and controlling my rebounds.
You think you guys are starting to get a little target on your back, being on this roll going to the end of the season here?
Maybe a little bit, but I think we just gotta keep focusing on what we've been doing and just focus on working hard and not worry so much about what other people think.